Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending upon your time zone. My name is Azim and welcome to ReadyForex.com New York Forex Trading Session. I am going to present Elliot Wave Analysis and Forex Forecast. First, there is disclaimer. I mainly use Elliot Wave to trade and forecast the market, and I also use some forex day trading systems as well. So if you are interested, you can learn trading with Elliot Wave online course. I also teach forex day trading systems online course as well. So for those who are interested in money making, check out website readyforex.com. There are different ways to contact me. Let's get started. First thing first. Okay, let's start the analysis. I'm going to check out the radar screen and see what's going on in different forex pairs. Okay, let me refresh it. So at this point in time, the way I see EURUSD, GBPUSD, USD Swiss franc, these currency pairs are actually non-trending, in other words sideways, and the rest of the other pairs are showing some trend market environment. Okay, let's start with euro dollar and pound dollar, then I will come back and check out the radar screen again. Okay, euro dollar currency pair, the way I see market is trying to rise up over here. It looks a little bit bullish in daily time frame. Overall the trend is up as well, as long as price action stays above 1.1064 area. Now if you go over to a 4-hour time frame, this is what happened. Market rallied up a little bit. Now it's trying to find some resistance at 0.786% Fibonacci retracement level. Let me tell you what I think about this market. The way the euro dollar is probably going to drop, and we might get pullback in price action, and then there's a possible sell trade setup right up here. Okay, okay, so euro USD currency pair, the way I see market is probably going to drop first. It could rise up from current levels, but based on this pattern that we got, it looks quite possible that euro is probably going to drop first, then it's going to rise back up again. I do have a second wave count, also known as an alternative Elliott wave count, which suggests that price action is probably going to drop a little bit and then it's going to rise up more. Okay, so in 1 hour time, this was the support. And yesterday when I was doing this New York market session, I told you guys, do not try to sell down over here. This market is probably going to rise up, and this is exactly what happened. Got this bullish rally over here. So if you want to sell it, you can sell it somewhere up there. Okay, but don't sell at the down at the bottom area. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I'm back now. So the way I see euro dollar is probably going to move a little bit sideways. I expect some sort of a pullback, drop in price right around this low over here. I put a 4-hour time frame. Let's see, what do we have. This was the support which acted as a resistance area. Market is again testing level. Maybe it's a triangle. If this is a triangle, then this is wave A, B, C, D. Expect a pullback around 1.1663 E, and then from these lows price action is going to rise up. This is what I actually mentioned over here in euro dollar currency pair. Okay, let's go over to some smaller time frame. Let's see what's going on. Okay, where is the okay, there's a possible resistance over here inside 1 hour time frame, and let me show you that particular resistance level. I'm going to draw a Fibonacci retracement level over here. Here it is. Price action is testing 0.786% Fibonacci retracement level. So this is probably going to show some push down over here. This is the resistance area. Right over here we have this old swing high, and then at the same time we got this Fibonacci retracement level 0.786%. So on a short-term basis, I would say euro dollar is going to drop. Now how far it's going to drop, let's remove some of these things and draw a fib level from these lows to high. Now there are two wave counts. One wave count is price action is going to drop way down. It's not going to stop. Second wave count suggests that price action is going to drop around 1.1662 level. It could hit 1.1648 as well, but this is something that looks possible. Okay, and then once market is going to test 0.618, then expect further upside. So this is a second wave count. Both wave counts show some sort of a bearish decline over here in euro dollar currency pair. So this is the today's price action, and this is the yesterday's high, and it actually hit the yesterday's high over here. If you go over to the daily time frame, let me zoom in. This is the candlestick over here, and this is the yesterday's high right over here, and price action is basically testing this yesterday's high. Every day there's one high of the day and one low of the day, so it's almost hit this yesterday's high, the Thursday's high over here. So it is going to show some sort of weakness. It could take out this high as well and break higher. I mean, then that's the story as well. Okay, but this is kind of a bearish decline, some sort of a I would say engulfing candlestick pattern over here. So it's quite possible that euro, which is hitting the yesterday's high over here, it is probably going to show some signs of weakness, and we might get a drop. There's a third wave count which suggests price action is just going to keep going up from current level, which is a bit unrealistic approach, but it could still happen. I mean, market can do whatever market wants to do. So based on the Elliot Wave pattern, based on this old swing high and based on the Fibonacci retracement level which I showed earlier, it looks quite possible that euro dollar is going to drop. Now if you go to a smaller time frame, let's say a 5 minutes time frame, price action is just trying to go nowhere. It's just a sideways price action going on, few pips up, few pips down, then went up and then down. So if it's not going to break lower, obviously it's going to break higher. Okay, so my forecast is bearish, at least on a short-term basis. Euro dollar is probably going to drop all the way down to 1.1662 area. Okay, next one is the US dollar index. The US dollar index, the support is down over here, so it could go all the way down. Price action actually bounced from this old swing low over here. This is the, let me delete this one. I need an up arrow. So this is the support over here. The same area is trying to provide support again down over here. Then we have this old swing low down over here as well, which could also provide some support. But if you go to a smaller time frame, this thing, it seems to me we got a rally, then a pullback, then a rally, and then a drop again. So it looks quite possible that maybe on a short-term basis, US dollar index, the DEX, is probably going to rise up first. Expect more drop in price action. Now if we do get a bullish breakout above this high, then obviously the trend is going to change. Okay, so this is the level. If price action is going to break above this area, then obviously it's going to rise up more. Next one is the pound dollar. GBPUSD currency pair, same story. This was the resistance area right up over here, and market tried to show us some signs of weakness. So yesterday I told you this is the same trend line. I did not delete it. It's the same trend line right up here, over here, and I told you guys that do not try to sell down over here. Okay, wait for the market to create a pullback first. So all of those who took a buy over here, or all of those who waited outside, did not sell, hopefully they are in profit, okay, or they saved themselves from losing money. So this is, the market is always going to provide you a pullback. Okay, so this is what happened. And next one is the Aussie dollar. Dollar, same story. We got this big washout to the downside. Now it might tries to rise back up again, who knows, but this is the sell trade plan. Aussie dollar was down over here and people were jumping into the market. The traders, they were thinking that market is going down, so they are going to miss the money train. And what happened is, right at this point, we got this 40 pips move over here. Okay, so NZDUSD, same story, got a big washout to the downside, and this is where I told you that we have this green color box over here, the resistance area, and then this is the support level down over here, this green one. So do not try to sell over here. It is going to rise back up. Wait for a pullback. So, and we got the pullback. Now use your own day trading strategies to look for a sell trade. If you do not have a day trading strategy, check out my website. Next, go over to the US dollar Swiss franc sideways. The Swiss franc, told you guys that probably going sideways. A good idea is to wait for the market to rise up, hit this old high, also creates a false breakout. And in terms of Elliott, this is called a potential expanded flat pattern. Okay, so I'm going to wait for a false breakout to the upside. Second option is this is going to turn into some sort of a bearish running triangle Elliott wave pattern. Okay, so in both scenarios, market is still going to rise up at least on a short-term basis. Inside US dollar Swiss franc currency pair. Next one is the US dollar Swiss franc 1 hour. So over here, the way I see market is probably going to. Now we might not get a false breakout, and price might try to just test the 0.618% Fibonacci retracement level. In that particular scenario, expect a bearish running triangle. Next one is the spot gold. Spot gold is going to drop the way market is behaving. I have this buy plan down over here. Market is probably going to drop more. So XAUUSD pair, this is the support area, and first it hit this level and it bounced back up. This is what I've told you guys 2 days ago, and that was a nice bullish rally over here. Now market is again testing this level. Any breakdown below this level is obviously going to push the market back down over here. So the next support is down over here, this green color highlighted area. The value is 3282.96. Next one is the XAGUSD pair. Now if spot gold is going down, the chances are high that you are going to get a weakness in price action of XAGUSD pair, the spot silver. So spot silver is probably going to drop. Let's go over to 1 hour chart over here. This is the 1 hour chart, and now the way I see market is trying to drop over here, and price action did not hit the 38.7880 area. Okay, so we might get a bullish leg over here first, and then price action is going to drop more inside XAGUSD pair. Okay, so this one looks quite possible. Next, let's go back, check out the radar screen again and see what's going on. Okay, USDCAD, the USDCAD, the preferred trading strategy would be sideways. EURUSD sideways. Okay, let's see. Euro dollar is actually showing signs of reversal. Same goes with pound dollar and EURUSD and Euro AUD and US dollar index. Let's see what else. Okay, Euro Yen looks interesting. So EURUSDJPY, it's trying to. Okay, I will check out the Euro Yen and the USDCAD here. Okay, let me go back to the old chart. So USDCAD is showing some good scenario over here. Okay, so Euro Yen and USDCAD. Let me go back to the previous profile. So USDCAD, it's trying to rise up over here. That's the way how I see. and I think USD is going to rise up more. It's not going to stop. Okay, but this is a sell trade plan as well. Wait for the market to rise up more once it's going to hit this level, then wait for the price action to show you some sort of a bearish reaction, and once market starts the decline, use your day trading strategies to look for sell trade setups. Okay, so USDCAD, we got a hit at 0.618 level. I don't think it's going to stay over here. I expect more upside. The way I see market is going to rise up more first in US dollar versus Canadian dollar currency pair. Okay, if you guys have just joined the live stream and you are getting benefit out of it, you learned something new today, and the live stream helps you in some way, then hit the like and subscribe button, and it helps the channel to reach more traders like you, and I appreciate the support. So USDCAD, expect more upside. There was the Eurogen, which I'm going to check it out. USDJPY market is trying to move sideways over here a little bit. So US dollar versus Japanese yen currency pair, the way I see, price action is probably going to rise up from these lows. Wait for a false breakout, and then look for some sort of a sell trade plan over here. Okay, next one, let's go to a smaller time frame, 31-hour chart. I think that's fine. This whole thing could probably turn into a triangle pattern, as this one is also possible. Okay, if this is going to be a triangle pattern, then still we need a bullish leg over here, at least on a short term basis, and then market is going to drop from current levels inside US dollar versus Japanese yen currency pair. Okay, so 1-hour chart, we got this bullish rally, and I think this is just the first leg. It's also possible that we might get a bullish leg, something like this, in US dollar versus Japanese yen currency pair. Next one is the GBPJPY. I have a sell trade plan for GBPJPY pair. I'm waiting for the market to show me a bullish breakout first, create a false breakout or a head fake pattern, and then once market starts the decline, use your own day trading strategies to look for potential sell trade setups. So in 4-hour time frame, the trend is up, and I expect more upside. This is what I've mentioned few days ago, that if price action is going to create an overlap and breaks above this green color highlighted rectangle, then expect more upside. So here's a 1-hour time frame. This is the support down over here, GBPJPY currency pair, and so far market is just trying to move sideways. If price action drops below this green color highlighted area, then obviously it's going to drop more, otherwise it could bounce up again. Okay, next one is the euro yen. We got this bullish rally. Now I'm looking for a potential trade setup. There were some sell setups in smaller time frames like 4-hour or 1-hour chart. This was a sell setup right at the 0.786% Fibonacci retracement level. So right over here we got this big washout to the downside. Now maybe market is going to rise up a little bit, create a short-term bullish pullback or a retracement before we get further weakness in price action of euro versus Japanese yen currency pair. The euro JPY currency pair, this was the breakdown right over here, and we might get a retest over here. Sometimes it tries to fool traders, like you get this big rally over here, just a false breakout, and then price action falls back down. Okay. Next one is the Swiss franc versus JPY currency pair. I'm expecting the price action to drop more over here. This is the support 179.58 area. CHF JPY 4 hour, this whole thing could probably turn into a triangle pattern as well. Okay, so it's quite possible that this is probably wave A, B, D wave, something like this. So A, B, C, and D. This one D. Okay, and then expect E, and after E wave, the Swiss franc, Japanese yen is going to drop. So wait for the market to complete the pattern first before you look for any trade, any entry. Okay. AUDJPY, we got this nice rally a few days ago. Now market is trying to drop over here. 4 hour time frame, prefer to wait for a bullish leg somewhere over here before I look for any sell setup or buy setup over here. Okay. Next one is the Euro AUD. Euro AUD is trying to break above the old swing high. I'm still waiting for a pullback, and if market isn't going to provide a pullback, that's fine. Let it go. No trade. Okay. But it needs to come at your terms first. You want to trade the market, and you only trade if market come at your terms. You do not want to face the market at their terms. So a good idea is to wait for pullback. In case of no pullback, let it go. Wait outside, no trade. Okay. So Euro AUD, I'm waiting for a bearish leg. Okay. Next one is the WTI crude oil. Crude oil trend is down. Okay. It's a nice downtrend going on, and wait for a pullback and look for sell trade setup. You can use a rainbow trading strategy. It's a very popular one. It's my own design, and look how clearly we got multiple trading opportunities with rainbow trading strategy. It's an easy approach to trade the market. If you do not have the rainbow trading strategy, check out my website, or use your own day trading strategies to look for potential sell trade setups inside WTI oil. Next one is the AUD NZD. Well, this is what I've already mentioned yesterday, that AUD NZD is going to rise up. That's the weekly long-term chart. The daily chart also looks somewhat bullish over here. The way I see market is probably going to move sideways, then expect more upside in AUD versus NZD currency pair. Okay, I think that's enough for the day. Let me go back to the euro dollar currency pair chart and see what's going on. Euro is probably going to start the decline, at least on a short-term basis. So wait for the action to drop at or around 0.618 level, 1.1662, or maybe it's going to fall a little bit more at 1.1648 level. Now, if price action does keep falling down, then obviously there's no need to take a buy trade over here. Okay, like I've mentioned over here, that sometimes prices keep going down and down and down, and it even breaks below this swing low over here. So this is the resistance right over here, right at the yesterday's high, the Thursday's high over here. So it looks quite possible that euro dollar is most likely going to drop more over here. Okay. Okay, that's pretty much it for the time being from my side, and I will try to upload some individual videos along with the detailed Elliot wave count as well on my YouTube channel. So that's it from my side. Have a nice day, have a nice weekend, and bye bye.